Welcome back to Football Kings. Tomorrow we have Ronaldo versus Lamine Yamal. We have Portugal versus France. We have everybody glued to their TV watching the UEFA Nations League Final.
It's not Portugal, France, Portugal,
Portugal,
Spain.
Spain. My bad. Why is
Yeah.
France on my tongue today? Portugal, Spain. I started correct myself. But yeah, everybody's going to be glued on their TV watching Portugal, Spain because it will be exciting. It's not like we're kind of like putting them against each other. But it is quite exciting to see Ronaldo, Lamine Yamal playing against each other. Lamine Yamal v Nuno Mendes, a Portugal team which people say have an overflow of talent as well as a side that have been remarkable in different competitions. So it's an exciting watch if you think about it. Really, it's an exciting game to watch, and I think if you're not looking forward to it, it will be quite surprising because it will be nice to see the goat go against somebody that we see as a upcoming goat.
The goat going against his son.
His son.
Because Ronaldo is old. Ronaldo is old enough to be his dad.
Of course.
Lamine
is a kid.
Yes, I'm right.
Ronaldo is 40 years old. Lamine is 17.
How old is Ronaldo's son?
Ronaldo's son is like 12 or 13, right?
Yeah, you should be nearing that age where we should start seeing those brilliance, dribbling. Welcome, Doctors. Dribbling. Do you get what I'm saying? By now, we should see some glimpse.
Exactly.
Anything.
But sometimes you don't expect the kids of legends to just be legends themselves. They almost have to like start a new path for themselves. And honestly, it's a lot of pressure to be the son of a goat and coming into the game. So many eyes on you. If you fumble the ball, get a loose touch, people like, this is Ronaldo's son, you know?
You'll be judged on the higher standard
than anybody. Like, imagine Messi's son playing.
Oh, Messi.
In your mind, you have some
either
sort of bias.
He comes in and be the best, or you should not even bother.
Or don't even play at all.
Or
be a coach. Be a scout.
The minimum level for Messi's son would be Hazard's level.
Minimum.
That
like you can play.
Create chances for your team. You might not be Messi, your father Messi, but bare minimum should be Eden Hazard range.
Exactly. Yes, so, you are good. But exciting stuff. Let's dive into Portugal versus Spain.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, who is going to win to you personally? When you hear these two teams play, then I'll tell you what their head-to-head is. But when you hear these two teams play off the top of your head, what do you think? I think
off the top of my head, we would all go for Spain immediately. Like, Spain would win. Because
why?
They have talents like all over the team. The only place they are lacking is just the striker. But apart from striker, every part of the field has someone that is legit.
Okay.
Like when we mean legit.
You're talking about Spain, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? But another thing is that Portugal just have this thing of like they just know how to nick it. No matter how hard it is, they know how to nick it. They know how to win finals. Right? So
like you're talking about Portugal, right?
I'm talking about Portugal. They know how to win finals. Right? They might be playing, and maybe probably defending. I expect them to do a lot of defensive work in this game. So defend. Then maybe they have a counter attack and they score.
Surprisingly, these two sides, every time they meet each other, is always a draw. They've drawn a lot more times than the other side has won. But if you look at wins, I think, and I may be wrong, but Spain has the most recent win against Portugal. But totally, Spain has 17 wins.
Yeah.
They've played 40 times.
Yeah.
And Spain they have 17 wins out of the 40. Portugal has like 6 or 7 wins, right? Out of the times they've played. But most of the time is a draw. It ends in a draw.
And if I won't be surprised, but can we call a draw in this kind of thing? It can end in a 1-1 and they go into extra time and they go
into penalties. Yeah.
And different story from there, right? So
but if they get into penalties, I see Portugal winning. I don't know why I feel like that, because I just feel like they have more older people and more older talent, experienced talent. Because if you look at the Portugal squad, you're looking at some of their young talents, maybe Rafael Leao, but you're also looking at Nuno Mendes. But aside those two guys, you have Ronaldo, you have Jota, you have Bruno Fernandes, you have
Good, proper
you
men.
have Pedro Neto, you have these guys that they might be young, but they have that sort of experience that they
Yeah,
can handle the pressure of a final. But
yeah.
anyways, I'm not underrating this Spanish team because they obviously have experience getting to the
Mm.
Euro final, ultimately winning England, right?
And
So
winning. Yeah,
I still think it's a game that will be exciting to watch. I think it's be exciting.
it's a good watch for the neutrals. Will I say neutrals? Everyone practically neutrals,
Hmm.
right? But if it goes into extra time,
Yeah,
then Portugal might just sneak away with a win. But if it doesn't go into extra time, I'm feeling that Spain will just win them in 90 minutes and we're done. But it might be tougher. The only thing I will advise Spain is that do not underrate Portugal. Do not
absolutely
try
not.
it. Do
Absolutely
not
not.
try it because that would be your undoing.
Yeah, absolutely not. And I don't think they'll underrate them. This team, they are they are definitely something to be reckoned with. Like they are really
So
exciting to watch.
who are the people that are going to defend? So let's talk about battles now. You talk
Hmm.
about the battle of Yamal and Nuno Mendes. Is
Yeah,
one that we all want to see how it turns out.
because that's how the Champions League final would have been, right?
Yeah, right. So we want to see
Yeah.
that. So who is C Ronaldo going against? Or C Ronaldo basically does not start these days. Comes from the bench.
I've not watched a lot of Serie Ronaldo in like upcoming games, but
Yeah.
let's see what the Spanish squad looks like for the Nations League. I'm actually looking that up. I'm just trying to know what the backline is like. I just know when I think of Spain, I only know their midfield and most of their attack. Oh yeah, so Pedro Porro will definitely be a defender. So they have Dean Helguson, and they have Pedro Porro. They have Kubasi. They have Lenormand. They
Mm-hmm.
have Grimaldo. They have Cucurella, of course. So
Mm.
Cucurella, Helguson,
Yeah.
Kubasi, Pedro
Yeah.
Porro could start, or
Yeah.
you could have Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro plays as what, as a right back sometimes, right?
I think he's right back. He plays as a right back.
So
Most of
Pedro Porro as a right
the
back,
time. Yeah.
and then you have your left back, obviously Cucurella.
Yeah.
Then in your basically the two, you could be Helguson and Kurbasi, or it could be Helguson and what's his name? Could be
So
Helguson.
he's two young defenders,
Yeah,
basically.
it could be Helguson and Grimaldo, Helguson and Lenormand, depending on how you want to start it. But
What of
when it,
for Portugal? Who are the defenders?
also for just to mention the whole task, also for keepers, obviously Unai Simon
Mm-hmm.
starts, but they also have Raya. Raya is their second keeper apparently. Wow, so
Wow.
they have that reinforcement in terms of that. And then when you think of their midfield, they
Mm.
have Supimendi, Merino, Pedri, Gavi, Fermin Lopez, Isco, right? Fabian Ruiz, right?
Wow.
And you think of their forwards, we all know their forwards: Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, and Yomu, Oyazabal. He's the one that actually started in their game against France. And
Yeah.
you have Morata. You also have the almost Chelsea player, Samu Omorodion.
Oh, he plays for Spain now.
He plays for Spain. Yes.
Okay, that's a good
So
one. He's a
yeah,
good
but
striker.
yeah, he's decent.
He's not just decent. He's a good striker.
He's decent.
He's a good striker. His start in Portugal was mad. Was good.
I think he's okay. To be
Okay, you
honest,
see,
I think
you
he's okay.
see.
He's pretty decent.
What of for
Um,
Portugal? What are
for
we?
Portugal, I'm seeing I can see their keeper is Diogo Costa,
Mm.
or they have the guy from Wolves, Jose Sa.
Oh, Jose Sa. Oh, that's average.
He's average.
Who do you say their keeper was again?
Them Diogo Costa.
Oh, Diego Costa is good. He's a good keeper. He's a good keeper. Like he's good.
Mhm.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's okay, I guess. And then
Not just okay, he's good.
for the defenders, you
Yeah.
have Ruben Diaz.
Not
You have
bad.
Antonio Silva, you
Yeah.
have Nuno Mendes,
Yeah.
you have Diogo Dalo, you have Nuno. Why did you laugh on Diego Dalo?
It's like a bunch of average guys are coming together now.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have Diego. I mean, people have always talked about like the Portugal defense is not necessarily the
the
most
best.
solid defense you come against, but
Mm.
yeah, it's pretty okay, pretty average, I guess. You have Nelson Semedo. Semedo plays for Wolves, right?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, so
What
you
of
have
Nuno Mendes? We mentioned Nuno Mendes
I
now.
mentioned Nuno Mendes too as well. We have Renato Viega. You have
Okay, okay, Chelsea boy.
Inacio. You have Inacio.
Yeah,
So I think it's okay. I mean, you have some
and
solid people. You have some solid
they are a
players.
decent side that you don't really have much data on. Not that you don't have much data on, but you don't really. They are good, but you don't really rate them crazily because they are not pulling up trees. But at the same time, that's really going to be something dangerous if you underrate them,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Because
And for the
defensively they can do a job.
yeah, but they actually have a very solid team because if you think
Welcome
of their
Yusuf.
midfield,
Yeah.
you have Joao Polinia, you have Ruben Neves,
Oh my God, that midfield is
yeah,
stacked.
you have Joao Neves, no, I've not even
Yeah.
mentioned somebody. I've not mentioned somebody. You have
Oh,
Vitinha,
in Portugal's midfield.
yes.
Oh my
Not
God, they're
just
going to
Vitinha,
do a
not just
job.
Vitinha. You have Bruno Fernandes. You have Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You play
Yeah. Yeah.
three. You
Oh,
play.
Bernardo Silva. Oh my God. Not bad. They're decent side.
You have a Bernardo. They are the solid side.
SSB is saying Spain is the better team, but Portugal
Have
have the better
better.
talent.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. Right
Better
now,
talent.
you guys, we started dropping bombs on very good comments. So you give us a very solid comment, you get a bomb. That's a very very solid comment. But yeah, keep going, keep going.
Yeah. So I don't think people really rate this Portugal side, but
Mhm.
there are people that
They are solid. I've not even mentioned their
that's what
forward
I'm
yet,
saying.
right?
Like it's more or less we don't really hype them the way they should be
The
hyped,
way they should be hyped. That's
right?
true.
Like SSB said, they have better talents, but
They
Spain are the
do,
better team,
but they're the
right?
better
Yeah,
together, right? Spain,
yeah.
they know how to play as a team.
So my only fear is that Spain should not underrate them.
But your boy is there though, Joao Felix.
Please just don't mention Joao Felix now. You spoil this podcast by mentioning Joao Felix. Joao Felix is a talent that is gone. We should just put
Why?
him in the bin, wrap his career up. You should find something else to do. If he's going to study, go and study. If he's going to be what they call it, an analyst, go and just find another job.
Find another job?
He's
Really?
gone. Yes,
Really?
he's gone. Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay,
He
cool,
say let's
cool.
be honest. SSB saying let's be honest. It's one question with Portugal, and that's CR7. What question is that? Is he going to start? Is that what you're saying? Jordan, welcome.
Jordan, what's up?
He said,
Life with CR7 on your team is different.
what do you
Hmm.
mean different?
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Is it so he makes the team come alive?
Fantastic.
He makes the team come alive, or does he bring them back?
The mentality,
A mentality is
is
there.
that what you're leaning to? Maybe I'm just assuming, but maybe if I miss something
Mentality
else.
is there, but he's like
But
41 years old.
exactly.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. I agree with that.
Because
Say if
and it's
Ronaldo plays well, you win. If it's bad, you lose. I actually
And
agree.
CR7 loves competition.
Oh
This
my
whole
god.
buzz of Lamine Yamal.
He loves it.
You're feeding the competition. He
Oh
wants to
my
compete.
god. That's what he loves. He
He's a
loves to be in the
competitor at
spotlight.
heart.
Yeah.
He wants to get in there and compete.
And
So, but CR7 is not the same CR7 we know. Let's
we
be
know.
honest.
But that's
This guy
why
should
I
have
asked you.
retired a long time
No, no,
ago.
no. I asked you who is he going up against? Who are the defenders? And you mentioned it's going to be the guy from Bournemouth and one other guy that we
Yeah, the
don't.
guy don't say from Bournemouth, from Real Madrid.
Has he joined Real Madrid fully?
Dino Gittin is in the Real Madrid, a Real Madrid player.
Oh my god!
Or am I wrong? SSB, am I wrong?
I don't
Let me
think
know in the chat. Let me know in the chat.
he joined Real
I
Madrid.
think the Nelson deal with Real Madrid was closed, right? They sealed
It
that
was
deal.
the
That was already a year ago, right?
No, but he's not won the shirt now. He's not won the
That's
shirt.
not a done deal. I thought that was a done
No,
deal.
he's not.
What do you
He's
mean?
not. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, it's done. It's done.
Yeah, it's already a
Yeah.
here we go.
Yep, 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 yep,
So it's
yep,
a,
yep.
yeah, so Dean Helgison is a Real Madrid player,
Yeah.
and then you have Kurbasi.
Reviews Real Madrid welcome message from Mbappe.
Yeah,
Fine.
Kurbasi. Why are you sounding pained?
I'm no. What would I say? What would I say in
Why are you
this
sounding
instance?
pained?
I'm not sounding pain, but it's okay.
You're sounding like this is unfair. Why they
No,
are Real
no, but
Madrid?
they've gotten him. They've gotten him. What will we do,
But
right?
that's what they're going to go for him now. We knew they were going to go for him, and now they've gotten
Yes,
him. So
we knew that. That's fine. Good. He's a Real Madrid. So we're having see Ronaldo go versus a Real Madrid player. Okay. Thumbs
yeah,
up. But
yeah.
he's
So Dean
young.
Helgison, but there's Kurbasi from Barcelona.
He's
Kurbasi is still.
young. He's also young.
What does age have to do with going
Yeah, but
against Ronaldo?
you're
Isn't that
talking of you're talking of
that's an advantage in this case?
I know, but you're
Because
talking
they are
of
young, they are fast, and they can stop C Ronaldo. C Ronaldo is
yes,
slow
they
and
are,
old.
but we talk about fast, but see Ronaldo is an intelligent player. He's been in the game for 20 good years.
I think that has nothing to
He
do with
know
this.
he has
40 year
everything to do.
this 40-year-old C Ronaldo is doing nothing.
Okay,
Let's call a spade a spade.
if you say,
Let's call it. Okay, tell me with can you tell me with 100% confidence that
yeah,
you feel that C Ronaldo right now, this
yeah,
40-year-old C Ronaldo would
yeah.
make a difference if it's on the pitch versus off the pitch for Portugal? Do you really think they need him?
Who are they going to put off for Diogo Jota?
Then let's talk about their forwards. Right? Their forwards,
You can
apart
put
from
him
C
and
Ronaldo,
Jota together.
they have Leao. Are you telling me a forward of Jota, Leao, and Neto?
Okay, you see the comment from
Jota,
SSB.
Leao. What?
Kubasi
Kubasi
is
is
too
too
young.
young.
He had the worst rating out of all 4 teams in the UCSM, probably 100 players, and he had the worst. That's what I'm telling you. And he comes up against school. They will make a see. As far as you are young, both of them need to be very careful. They are going up against like their daddy, their father, the goats. Some people's goats. Anyways, let's put it like that.
Actually, this is what I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. If C Ronaldo does not start for Portugal,
They are better.
right, they are better, and Spain will get scored.
Oh, okay, if you say so, who are they going to pair? Is it Jota and who?
Because a forward of Neto, Jota, and Rafael Leao can go against
Pedro Neto is there. Pedro Neto is
Neto,
there.
Pedro Neto on the right wing.
Yeah.
We have Pedro Neto
And
right
Lial
going
on the
against
left.
Neto will be
Jota
going
in the
against
middle.
Cucurella. Neto will be going against Cucurella.
They know, and he's fast. They know
Right?
themselves anyway.
Neto, Jota, and Rafael Leao can go against the Spanish defense. And I think Jota is even more deadly than C Ronaldo.
He's intelligent.
Jota is intelligent, he's young, he's faster.
Yeah.
Than CR7. I don't think CR7
But the thing is
has
that
anything.
no. But the thing is that okay. He said
Dean
maybe
Helgison
no
will
more
play
than
for Spain, yeah, or maybe Le Monde or Laporte. Yeah. Maybe.
True. So it could also be a case of C Ronaldo coming off the bench and doing the job that is needed. Do you get? We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't like what SSB said. If C Ronaldo plays well, then it's a big disadvantage for Spain. But we don't know how that game is going to be. It's just the legs. That's the problem. C Ronaldo doesn't have the legs.
And that's what I'm telling you.
That's
He's
the issue.
slow. He's slow. He's
But
old.
he doesn't have the legs, but he compensates with the experience and intelligence. Do you get? C Ronaldo is a player that for every movement he's making, he's not just now. He's
But
not
because it's called a tapping against Germany doesn't really mean anything to me, actually.
Do you know how many strikers Nicolas Jackson doesn't even know how to
100%.
score? There are a lot of players that don't score tapping. You have to be in the right place to score tapping. Tapping is not as easy as you think. Ask Haaland how many tappings he has. He has a lot. But you have to be at the right place at the right
I don't
time.
understand. Tapping is not as easy.
Kingsley, what I mean
What do you mean? What other type of goal scoring is?
So what I mean is that to be in that position, listen, to be in that position to tapping, you have to know where to be and
you
be
are
there at the right
forward.
time.
You are a forward.
Yes, but it doesn't mean there are so many forwards that are so static.
then they are not good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So tapping is not as easy as you
No,
think.
I'm not saying that tapping. I never said tapping was easy. Majority of goals are tapping. Yeah,
You need
majority of
another
goals
bomb
are
for this
tappings.
one. Majority of the goals are
Okay,
tappings.
let me give you a bump for that. Let me give you a
Oh
bump for
my
that.
god, that's funny. Is it Bryce Ronaldo
Yes,
in this team would win a World Cup? True.
yes, majority of
True.
goals are tappings, right?
Yeah.
But tell me what other type of goal scoring is
Mm.
easier than a tapping?
So
If you
okay.
if you feel like tapping is not as easy as you
So
think,
what I'm
what other
saying
type
is
of goal scoring is easier than?
what I'm saying is that getting yourself in that position to have the tapping is the thing that it's not every player
But
that
you
can.
are a forward. Unless you're
Yeah,
not a good player, you will not. You have to read the game as a forward.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And
You're
even
reading the
with
game. You're
tappings,
looking.
you even run the risk of being offside.
Obama planning. These are two things as a forward.
Yeah,
Your winger. Let's say on the right wing, right? Let's use
yeah.
an example. Neto. Neto is making a run with the ball.
You should be making that
You
run
are
from the left hand side.
you are Nicholas Jackson,
Yeah,
right? You're
yeah,
making a run.
yeah.
If you feel like Neto is going to cross, what are you going to do? You're going to run to the far post,
It
right?
depends. It depends.
If you feel like he's going to shoot the ball, if you're playing with if you're playing with this guy in training in practice, you always know that if he's
The
not going to
ball is
cut
going to
on his
come
if
far
he's not
post.
going to cut on his left,
Mm.
he wants to make a run down the byline. He most likely would cross, right? Whether a traveler cross or whatever type of cross he's going to give, right? Depending on his foot, that player runs to the byline and is trying to pass back or cut back or cross in. You as the striker, you're
Mm.
going far post or
Yeah,
you're going mid post to
yeah,
either tap in the ball or not the ball, in depending on what you think the person will do,
yeah,
right? You make that movement. Or sometimes you feel like when he makes that run by past the byline, you want to cut back and
yeah.
pass. You make the run towards the middle, but at the edge of the box to receive the pass, to shoot.
True, 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 true,
So
true.
that ball movement that I just talked about right now, right? It seems very basic, right? There are more advanced ball movements that will happen in football as it for a forward. But you should know that if you're going to play for a top team, if you're
Mm.
going to play on the highest level, you should already know that. So there's no way you
Yeah,
tell me
but
that a tapping
as
for
the main,
somebody that is a professional football player is hard.
but
I
for
feel like
as
that
the
should be the simplest way to
yeah,
score.
yeah, but as the main striker, you are not going to just be. It depends on who is. If someone is coming through the middle, then you know you need to be far post. So it depends. You need to be able to read the game,
But what I'm telling you
right?
is, for
So
a professional football player
yeah,
and a professional forward, you
yeah.
cannot tell me that a tapping,
Mm.
right, is not easy for you to do. You cannot tell me
It's
that a
easy to
tap
score
in
tapping,
is
but you
not
need to
easy
be
for
able
you
to
to do.
be in that position
I
to
am not a
tap in.
professional football player and I can score tap ins. What are you telling me?
Kingsley.
What are you saying? In fact,
But you
I will
need
give a
to.
bomb to myself for what I just said. What are you saying?
We deserve a bomb for that. Okay, well done. Let's go to the comment from SSB. He say you see in 2000s when the game changed and teams like Spain, Germany started playing more efficient football and scoring from higher XG chances. Those teams started winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Say South American teams played risky, low
Low
XG,
XG football, and we're getting beat until
getting beat
Argentina
until
in 2022. Yeah. And when you mean by high XG chance is more like being more direct as compared to like being more entertaining, right? Like
entertaining. Yeah.
instead of over
Played
dribbling,
risky. Yeah.
you're only doing the dribble when necessary.
Yeah.
Exact tappings are needed. Man, SSB, man. You're going to make this place explode.
Tappings obviously are needed. Do you
Tappings,
get that?
there's no way you tell me that tappings are not needed.
No, I
They're the
never I
easiest.
never said tappings are
I
not
personally
needed.
feel like they're
I
the
just
easiest way to score.
yeah, but I just said being in the position to have that opportunity for tapping is difficult.
For a professional football player.
Kingsley,
Wait,
I watched
I'm
a
not talking
ma-
about to you and me. I'm not talking
I
about
watched
you and
a
me and lower
I
levels.
watched a Premier League game here in our league, right?
Yeah.
On the I think this is on the maybe 19s. I don't know where people playing, but I was just like I was seeing a lot of wrong movements. Striker playing in the game, and
Mm-hmm.
they're at the age at which they are already. Right, there are so many opportunities for tapping. they are not in that position, how do you tap in if you are not there?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to make that running. You never know what can happen. Rebound can happen. Then you have the tapping. But if you
Mm-hmm.
didn't make the run, then the tapping is not there. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
tappings are not easy. Tappings are easy, but sometimes even if you sometimes just make the run, even if it happens or it doesn't happen, you don't know what might
Mm-hmm.
happen. But you have strikers these days, especially the young. That's why we're having the funny thing is that that's why we're having issue. We're having striker shortage now. Do you agree? We have a problem of strikers now
Good
in this
strikers, yeah.
modern generation.
Yeah, good, really
If
good
it's the
strikers.
previous generation, they were having a lot of tapping. The ball was because they understood the game better. The
Mm-hmm.
guys now, you have people like Rasmus Højlund that say he's a professional footballer. I wonder how was he trained?
Yeah.
He's 22 now. You mentioned so many of them. Teams are dying to pay premium for strikers. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You see people like Isak, you see people like Haaland. Those guys, they know where to be for tappings.
Mm-hmm.
As Jackson is now, I can't how many tappings has Jackson had in my team?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the only tapping maybe is hard. I don't even think it was a tapping.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think against Tottenham not this season that passed, the season before.
Mm-hmm.
So even as my strikers, there are so many opportunities where the ball missed the first man. There's nobody at the far post that could have just had a tapping. So many, I see it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So for players to be in that position, they are intelligent enough. That's just my thinking, my opinion, anyways.
I just feel that for you to be a professional football player,
Yeah,
playing as a striker
yeah,
or even as a winger, because
yeah.
tappings is not just strikers that score tappings, even wingers do,
Anybody, yes,
right?
wingers,
For you to get to that
midfielders,
position,
yeah,
I feel there's a very high. Okay, let me explain this. Between us and professional football players, they are
yeah.
closer to Messi than we are closer to them. Do you agree?
They are. What do you mean? They are closer to
In
Messi?
terms of their skill and their intelligence and reading the game, like in terms of them playing. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, me and you,
Yeah,
right? If we go and play as a striker,
yeah.
right, given our skill set and everything,
Mm,
compared to a professional football player's skill set,
mm.
the professional football player is closer in skill to Messi than we are to professional football players. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree.
Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying.
Maybe you need to
SSB, do
explain.
you get what I'm saying? SSB, do you get where I'm going? I don't know, guys in the chat, you guys get where I'm going.
I don't
Like,
get where you are going.
maybe people in the chat get where I'm going, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, like, what we think is hard for
Mm-hmm.
me and you,
Mm-hmm.
right? With professional football players,
Mm-hmm.
that thing should not be as hard.
It should not be. It should not be as. But it's still everything. How do I
And
say
I'm
this?
not just talking about. I'm
The
not just
game
talking
is.
about average players. I'm not because you're giving examples. You're talking about under 19s. Those guys are young. They're learning. Whatever, whatever. We are talking about players that play on the highest level. They're playing for their national team. They
Yeah.
play top clubs.
Yeah.
When you look
No,
at the team, you look at the Portuguese team. Right?
Yeah.
These are world-class players. They are not average
Yes.
players. So
Yes.
I'm telling you that world-class players are closer to Messi than we are to them. So what is difficult for them, what is difficult for us, is not meant to be as difficult for them.
I agree. I
Do you get
agree,
where I'm? Do
and
you
I
get where
don't
I'm going?
agree. In the sense that, wait now, in the sense that I just mentioned Chelsea as a football club, as a team,
Mm-hmm.
that there are so many opportunities for tapping,
Mm.
but there's nobody there. They are all professional footballers. You have in a case where at the end of the day, we're having, I'm just giving you an example. Because of how bad the striking department is, you're having a defender like Cucurella
Mm-hmm.
reading the game properly and scoring goals. He had almost 7 goals or 8 goals.
But that's
But
because the quality of the striker you have is not good.
so that's what I'm
You're
saying.
still
So
supporting what I am saying.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
You're
So
supporting what I'm saying.
okay, maybe I'm supporting and I don't
Because
understand what you're
I'm
saying.
telling you that's what I'm saying. You didn't
It
understand what I
should
said.
not be hard for them.
Yes, that's what I'm
Mhm.
telling you.
But
I'm saying that I'm not talking about average players. I'm not
yeah,
talking about Nicolas Jackson is an average striker.
yeah,
I'm not talking about under 19s.
yeah,
Because if you compare the Portugal team and you compare the Spanish team, you
yeah,
have guys that are talented on those teams that
yeah,
are really good players. You can't tell me a forward line of Rafael Leao, what's his name, Jota,
Rafael, Jota, and Pedro Neto. A forward line of Rafael, Jota, and Pedro Neto.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that Jota will not score a lot of tap-ins if the opportunity presents itself.
Jota would, because he's very intelligent. He's an
Do you
intelligent
get what
player.
I'm saying, right?
Yes.
And you can't tell me what's the difference if I remove Jota and I bring in C Ronaldo. And C
See,
Ronaldo scores.
Ronaldo will score because he's very intelligent. He's
Yeah,
been
but
there since.
that's what I'm saying, because this conversation started from the impact of C Ronaldo on the team. And you talking about
Okay,
how
okay.
what experience he brings in
Yeah.
scoring tap-ins. And I'm like, tap-ins is nothing. For when you compare him to Jota and when you compare Jota and C Ronaldo, those two players should be able to score tap-ins with ease.
True.
It should be nothing to them to score tap-ins.
To them,
They
yes.
are highly intelligent and they can read the game. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. C Ronaldo doesn't really add anything to the Portuguese team as much as you think people might think he does. Whether or not C Ronaldo has a good game or a bad game, to me now, I'm of the opinion that the Portugal team can do it without him. They can do it without him if they need to. But he does bring something that is important, right? And it's exactly what Messi brings to Argentina's team. Because I tell you something, you believe it or not,
Messi, Argentina are better without Messi in the team now.
you can remove Messi from Argentina squad and they will still cook you.
The last games they've played was without Messi and they were far better.
So, but what Messi brings to that team,
yeah,
and what Ronaldo brings to that team, right, that we are not seeing is that drive and that purpose to win. That mentality is on another level with this kind of players. When you're playing beside Messi, you don't want to fumble. It's Messi.
Yeah, right.
A lot of the kids, a lot of them that are playing for the national team,
they
look
grew
up
watching,
to Messi.
Yes, they grew up watching.
They grew up watching Messi. They grew up watching C Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So they are on that team with that winning mentality. We don't want to disappoint this player. That is the only thing he brings to the squad. But in terms of technical ability, skill, intelligence, reading the game, he doesn't bring that much to me, in my own opinion.
Okay. We'll see. So anyways, you are right. But the only fear I have is the young defenders playing for Spain. Maybe they will choose people older. I don't know. Maybe it makes no difference, right?
Yeah.
We'll see tomorrow how it goes.
I think it's going to be a very, very, very competitive game because you have a team where you have these people that, like, for example, you look at Portugal, you look at their midfield, you look at the forwards they have, and you can see the quality. You look at Spain, you look at the midfield they have, you look at the forwards they have, and you can see the quality, right? At the end of the day, it's almost who defends better that can win more than who outscore who. Because at the end of the day, we look at Spain, France.
Mm-hmm.
Spain, they were able to hold the game for a bit, but before you know it, they conceded 4 within the space of how many minutes?
Yeah, that's true.
And you look at Portugal, they have guys that can score. Believe it or not, Rafael can score.
Neto can score. Jota can score.
Jota can score, and you have CR7. You have you have Bernardo Silva. He can score.
He can score.
You have Bruno Fernandes. He can score. You have Vitinha. He will cook. Vitinha is a playmaker.
SSBC in France has nobody who can hold the ball. Yes, actually. I feel like France, they're in that Kante didn't play their last game.
No.
And I feel like when Kante was there, he was not just winning the ball, but was helping to progress it.
Yeah.
Right? People just look at Kante. Then people looked at Kante as this is just a defensive midfielder. But Kante was actually very skillful.
In terms of moving the ball.
Yes, he was skillful,
holding the
and
ball.
he could pass. His passing ability was really good. That's why when Sarri came, Sarri moved him from being a holding midfielder forward. People are like, what's Sarri doing? But so that's what I was saying. So France, I think that's what they are lacking now. Hopefully they find someone. Said Bruno is going to be key tomorrow. Sheki came on and created goals.
Bruno has to do the same. Yeah. So you don't think Bruno is going to start? Or you think he's going to start and still just cook, still create?
I don't know.
What are you saying?
I don't know what formation they are going to use. Is it 4-3-3? Bruno, Vitinha, and who in the midfield? I don't know. I think they should do 4-4-2. I'm more weary. Like 4-4-2 might be better. 4-4-2. Have Bruno, Vitinha. You can chalk Pedro Neto in there, and maybe one more person. You have like
Yeah, they use 4-3-3 and 4-2-3-1.
okay, 4-2-3-1. Who do they?
Who is the double pivot? I feel like with 4-3-3, I can kind of know the three.
Who are the three?
4-3-3. They have Polinia.
Oh, so double pivot. They can have Paulinho and Vitinha
Yes.
stuck on there. You're not
Yeah.
going anywhere, bro.
Vitinha box to
Those,
box.
those
Polinia
guys,
just holds.
and
Yes.
Paulinho is just there mopping
And
up
then Bruno Fernandes could
in
be
front.
part of the three. Yeah.
Yeah, be front. They have
Yeah.
Leal and Pedro Neto. They have a striker.
And guess what? Bernardo Silva can even play on the wing.
Yes, Bernardo
He's,
Silva might even
it's
start
very it's
before
very versatile. Yeah.
ahead of what's his name,
Pedro Neto. Yeah.
Pedro Neto, and you bring in Neto in second half when people are tired.
To come
Then
and
he starts to
run
run at people.
run at Cucurella. Run at
Oh my
Cucurella.
god!
Say Bruno is going to be key tomorrow. Turkey came on. Okay, we read that comment.
Yeah,
Pogba, Matuidi, and Kante could progress the ball. The newer generation can't do it the same way, but Turkey can. Yeah, Turkey can. And do you know the funny thing about Turkey? He's good with both feet, left and right,
is he?
bangers. Yes, Turkey is double. Turkey is really insane. Like Man City getting Turkey, I'm just like, wow.
So should all of us be scared?
I think so. I absolutely think so. Because because you raised yesterday's live, you said there's an attitude problem with Turkey, right?
That was the only reason Chelsea didn't get him.
Yeah, okay. Attitude problem aside, he's
Yeah.
insane. He can cross with both feet. He can score with both feet.
Shit.
He
And it's
he
just
doesn't have a weak
25
foot.
million.
He doesn't have a weak foot.
I think
I
it's
don't
just
think
25 million.
he doesn't have a weak foot. Because in the game in France, he scored with his left
Yeah.
and he he assisted with his left. And then he was going to take a free kick. He crossed the ball with his right.
Oh my god. SSB is reminding us. Oh.
Yes,
Man
next
City
season.
next season will be crazy.
Yes, Rodri,
Renders,
and Cherky in that midfield. They literally have gotten. That's why we need to sign Florian. That's why Liverpool are really serious about
that would
signing
be
Florian.
crazy.
And I told you offline that Liverpool have interest in Isak. I told you this, right? Isak.
Real for real.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Rumors, right? That Liverpool are also interested in Isak.
That would be crazy if you guys get
So-
Isak. We're all doomed.
No, it's not even about being. You have
The
to
next thing
reinforce.
every other team should go and be reinforcing.
There's a new era of football that is coming.
Yeah.
That we are just, you see these transfers that are happening. Some people are
Yeah,
retiring of the Modric retired. You have all these old heads retiring out of the
New
game,
set
and you have this new midfield maestros coming up. This new forwards, this new type of wingers coming up, and we're getting into this new era of football.
Yeah.
With football right now, it's more competitive because almost everybody's on the same level of skill. Apart for some few people that feel like outliers, right?
True.
But to some extent, most people are on the same technical ability, and that's what makes the game even harder.
Harder now. No wonder you have
And
teams.
competitive.
Everybody's going for center backs now. I'm just wondering why is most Premier League teams they are trying to beef up center backs.
Because you have people that can dribble. Like you can call so many dribblers. Right now, dribbling is so, in fact, overrated.
Yeah.
To some extent, because teams are looking for more goal scorers,
Than
defenders,
dribblers, yes,
guys that are fast.
Yeah.
They're looking for pace. Pace is something that
Pace,
a lot of people want. You're a fast person, you can move the ball fast, quick feet, you can change directions quickly. They want you. Chelsea at the moment is a bit of a luxury player.
Yeah.
In that he doesn't track back as much, or the greatest passer. Pep will change his role. Whoa, what do you mean?
I think that's part of the this thing with Shaky too. Like that tracking back is.
Or the greatest presser. Okay, presser. Okay,
Yeah.
now I understand. Pep will change his role. Efficient football. Efficient football definitely wins. I think Cherky is like that De Bruyne type of replacement to me.
Nah.
You don't think
De
so?
Bruyne tracks back and he wins the ball. He knows how to win balls back.
So how do you think Pep will use Cherky then?
I don't know. Maybe as a 10. I don't know. He says Shaky doesn't move without the ball. That's the issue.
That's the issue.
Off ball movement is more important than on the ball movement.
So Jack is someone like that will just run into space and be like, "Give me the ball." It's not like he's trying to move to create anything, because Pep also plays a lot of positional football.
Off the ball for Pep is so important.
He plays positional
Yeah,
football all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
All the time. You have to
He
be
will
in a
teach
certain
him
place.
anyways.
When
We'll
the
teach
ball
him.
moves, you have to be
Yeah,
here. When the ball moves,
yeah.
because you see City players, they're always moving. As the ball,
Everybody,
everybody's looking at the ball. The moment you move the ball somewhere, somebody's
they
jogging up somewhere.
move. Yes,
Somebody's jogging
exactly.
back somewhere. They are always moving.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a very interesting thing if he joins Man City for sure. I'm looking forward to that.
No, Sheki would wait. If he gets the ball, he does something. If not, he ghosts. Yeah, that's the difference. I know people compare him to Eden Hazard, but I don't think they are on the same level at all. No, they are not.
But we don't know. I think this
They
the
are not.
player that
I've watched games of Sheki. I've watched at least three to four games of Sheki. He's not, because Hazard. I remember we all know Hazard. Hazard can be on the wing. Then before you know it, he's in front of defense. He comes back in, picks the ball up, does something, passes. Then he's moving. You see the guy is just roaming up and down. Do you get what I'm saying? Causing problem, because if you even put someone to track him, you are wasting your time. You have to basically follow him everywhere. So we'll see, but maybe Pep would actually change him, or he just remains on the bench and rots. Because
Hey,
it's
maybe,
Pep. It's Pep.
maybe,
Can't
maybe,
trust that guy.
maybe.
So
He definitely can't.
yes, on the transfer front, what's happening now?
Okay, let's dive into transfers. So I talked about interest in Isak for
Liverpool.
Yeah, there's an interest in Isak from Liverpool.
Who is the source?
The source is, I can't pronounce his name. Ficharges. I don't know who that is, but it could be a rumor. It could be a rumor. But his going price is 100.2 million pounds.
That's too much. How much?
But
I don't
we
get.
talked about how pricey Premier League proven
How
players are.
much does Liverpool want to spend?
Yeah,
I thought you guys were going for a Kiteki.
I
82
definitely
million.
know that we have interest in signing a striker. I'm kind of feel like we do, but I also kind of feel like this
That means you
Florian.
guys
I
need
don't
to
know.
sell Darwin Nunes to Saudi.
I think that
ASAP.
I think
ASAP.
Nunes is going to go. I think Nunes is done. That number 9 will leave Nunes, and Florian could either take that 9, or Florian will take a different number, right? But that 9 will go to somebody else for sure. I know there was interest from Manchester United in Jean-Philippe Mateta, but it seems like Mateta is signing a new deal with Crystal Palace.
Brother is afraid for his life and his future.
He's scared to leave.
He's scared. Let him not go. That will be the end of him.
But something that is more exciting is the interest between Newcastle and Anthony Elanga. Newcastle have expressed interest in Elanga from Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest, would they sell him? I don't think that guy wants to sell anybody.
But of course, Elanga will want to play Champions League football, right?
He should sit down there and learn more. He's learning and he's growing. I think he should just stay back one more season.
You don't think he should be in Newcastle, really? I think he can go to Newcastle. I think
he can go, but who is he going to bench? Is he going to bench
Jacob Murphy on the right wing.
Murphy, yes.
So you have Elanga, Gordon, and then Isak. If Isak stays, well,
you're right. You heard the interest of Chelsea inquired about, what's this guy's name? Aston Villa's. We've talked about him. Rogers.
Brennan Rodgers.
Not Brennan Rodgers. Is his name Brennan Rodgers?
Sorry, Morgan Rogers. I said Brennan Rodgers. I was, for some reason, I was thinking of Brennan Johnson, and then I said Brennan Morgan Rogers in Aston Villa, right?
Yeah, they inquired about him.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good.
Yeah, but the money is too much, 100 million.
But you guys are also ready to submit another offer. Take it. They called it "take it or leave it" offer for AC Milan over Mike Maignan. I keep saying Michael. I don't know why. Anyway, but his name is Mike. Mike Maignan.
Mignon. Yeah.
Mignon. Yeah, Mignon. So they failed with an offer that was below 20 million euros.
15 million, yeah.
Right. So now they are submitting another offer.
Final.
Final.
Take it or leave it. Yeah.
Take it or leave it. That is very,
You
very interesting.
SS, this comment is very interesting from SSB, right?
Yeah.
You know what the how terrible England were.
They are very terrible.
Oh, they were
I
bad.
didn't watch it. What happened?
They were bad.
Speaking of England, did anybody see Tuesday and
They
England
were
play
bad.
today?
They were bad.
Damn,
Kingsley,
it's really horrible.
they were bad. 1-0 Andorra. They were bad. And Tuchel wasn't happy. Like he wasn't happy at all. Like, anyways, Tuchel is one of those coaches that if you don't, he's very honest and open. If you don't play well, he will say it as it is. He's not going to sugarcoat it like Postecoglou or some of all these guys.
This Curtis Jones, man. Just
Yeah.
let that guy is just.
It was ridiculous. Anyways, I saw that was.
I feel like Liverpool just needs to let him go. We should stop this
Curtis
whole.
Jones.
Yeah, he's a squad player at best. He's just a squad player. Like Curtis Jones is just a squad player. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Anyways, I will also say that maybe Tuchel was trying things.
He doesn't like Trent. Why? Why doesn't he like Trent? Why does he like Trent? It's actually
because
crazy.
he likes his defenders to defend, right?
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
cool for you, and that's why he will keep. The problem is Reece James is very injury prone. Chelsea are very wary of running him to the ground, right? They are managing him seriously.
Guess who Napoli is interested in from Chelsea?
Chalobah, Nicolas Jackson.
Noni Madueke. £50 million.
Oh God, that's bad news, man. I don't want Noni to go. I actually like Noni.
Really? You like Noni?
Yeah, let him just be on the bench.
Wow, interesting.
Kingsley, Noni is someone that when you bench him, you bench Noni, you bring him on, he's angry that he didn't play. Then you see a different person. He's mad when he comes on. Do you get? So that's the team. That's the Noni I want to see. Bench him. But we'll see what happens because Chelsea now are just all over the place.
Galatasaray went to Man City and they said they are interested in Ike Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. And Pep said he's okay with Gundogan going.
Huh? Sometimes Pep does as if he used to smoke weed. I don't get Pep. Like, it's like he cares about. He doesn't care. He wants to go. Pep doesn't really care. He has this attitude of I don't care. Players come, players go. If you go, I'll find somebody else. Anyways, like you said, he's a system coach. So he's not really bound by anybody. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
De Bruyne is going, okay, that's fine. I'll find somebody else to plug in that. It's plug and play for him. So he doesn't really care. Yeah, but Gundogan is terrible, actually.
He should never have come back. I know, right?
Part of their problem.
It's been a while I've dropped a bomb, so I'll drop a bomb with that comment.
Terrible.
Oh my days. But I just read an interesting drama now that just happened, right? And you guys are about to find out this drama.
What?
So Jurgen Klopp, right?
Yeah.
He tried to involve himself in transfer business.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp now goes on behalf of RB Leipzig.
Yeah.
He goes to Real Madrid and he's like, hey, Real Madrid, let's broker an offer. I give you Sesko, and then you guys buy Sesko basically.
Oh, he goes to Real Madrid to buy
Sesko. He reached out to Real Madrid to negotiate the sale between RB Leipzig striker Sesko, right? And he's like, yeah, you guys should come and buy Sesko, blah, blah, blah. And Real Madrid said, nah, bro, I'm not interested.
They already have Mbappe.
They said, no, they
straight up asked her to sign Sesko.
They said they're not interested, but guess what? Right? Xabi Alonso, right now, requested a move for Edin Dzeko.
Huh? Dzeko, is he not 37 or 38?
39. 39-year-old Dzeko. Because it's gonna be available for free from Fabanachi. Xabi Alonso is like, go and get me Dzeko. I'm like, I'm confused. Xabi Alonso,
Kingsley.
what do you need is Dzeko
no. Let me explain his point of view. Dzeko is How do I say it now? Dzeko is a goal scorer.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 9. He's not going to mess about, and the ball is he's in the box. Ball comes to the box, he does his job. That's
Mm-hmm.
Dzeko. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's why. Maybe Mbappe. We don't know. Mbappe might not be the striker. He just puts Dzeko up front.
Unless he's trying to do like an Vini Mbappe.
Tens in
Yes.
front.
Vini
Then put
Mbappe is
Dzeko
Dzeko.
in front.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to do a 3-4-2-1. Right. So he wants Mbappe to be on the right wing,
Yeah,
and on the far right wing back with Trent. So Trent is always passing for Mbappe.
yeah,
You have on this other side, maybe he plays Mendy on this side, and
yeah.
then you have Mendy,
Always
Trent,
for Vini.
Kamavinga, Chouameni,
Yeah.
and then the two people could be Mbappe, Vini, and then you have Dzeko.
Oh my God. You saw this comment from SSB. Please don't kill us this evening. You see, Alonso will move Mbappe to to left wing. Perhaps.
Yeah, Alonso will move Mbappe back to left wing. Perhaps this whole Vini gimmick is coming to an end. Rodrigo is on his way out. Yeah, Rodrigo is on his way out. Rodrigo is definitely going to go out.
Oh, so where
Not,
does Vini
not
play?
definitely. Let me
Where
not
does
sound like
Vini play?
so obvious. Not definitely.
Where does
But
Vini play?
I don't know where Vini plays. Maybe I still
Bench.
think that he's going to play Vini Mbappe together.
He might bench Vini or they will sell him off. If he
I
doesn't,
don't think so. I don't
you
think
don't
so.
think so?
I don't. Vini, come on, you guys should stop that. Nah,
Did
nah,
you
nah,
see
nah.
the performance for Brazil? We didn't talk about Ancelotti's first game yesterday,
It was also horrible.
brother.
Hmm.
I didn't watch the game, but the highlight I watched, I wasn't really moved. The comments after the game, they went against Ancelotti's first game. Brazil has only won 6 games out of like maybe 15, and
Mhm.
it's qualifiers.
Yeah.
So they need to put together wins. If not, they run the risk of not going to World Cup. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't understand something. What is with this Franco Mastantuono?
Who is that?
Have you not heard of this player?
No.
Franco Mastantuono. SSB, have you heard of this player? Franco, guys in the chat, have you heard of Franco Mastantuono? There's a lot of interest in this 17-year-old player.
What position does he play? Sorry.
He plays midfield. He's a midfielder.
Franco Mas. I don't know
He
him.
plays for River Plate.
Oh, Kingsley, come on. He's a
But
flamingo
do you
guy.
know? Do you
I
know
could have answered
the
this
amount of?
question.
Is a new Argentinian player. Franco guy is in number 10. He knows Mastantuono. Yeah, you know Mastantuono.
Oh, you know Franco.
There's a lot of buzz around Franco Mastantuono.
Oh my days.
Arsenal are interested in him. Chelsea are interested in him. Liverpool are interested in him. Newcastle are interested in him. Tottenham, they were interested in him. All of them went forward, and all approaches have failed.
Damn, Real Madrid, right? Or Barca.
He's ready to join Real Madrid.
Oh, why does Los Blancos do this to us? Why?
He's not probably, bro. He's not probably.
He's going to Real Madrid.
He's going to Real
What's
Madrid.
your answer?
Franco Mastantuono.
But where is he going to play in Real Madrid? And you know they still have Bobby. Bobby with his chicks. They still have
I know.
Bobby
Hendrik.
with his chicks. He's
Hendrik.
growing chicks.
Is that a sugar daddy? His big stomach. Hendrik.
You need a bomb for that, Kingsley. You need a bomb for
I
that.
know that I deserve it.
Hey, Bobby! Wake up, Bobby!
You're sleeping. You're sleeping.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
Oh,
interesting. But this Master Tuono, I've tried looking up highlights of this player.
yeah.
People say he's so sensational. There could be a Master Tuono, Lamine Yamal type of conversation, saying that he's
Yeah.
almost on the same level. But I don't know. I've not seen much from him. That's what's interesting is that I went to RM channel after the France game, and RM fans said they rest. Oh, they wanted Cherky over Franco.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow. That's
I
cool.
know there were talks of like I saw it, the rumors. Mbappe
Yeah.
reached out to told Real Madrid that they should go for Turkey, and Real Madrid kind of like expressed interest in Turkey. But
Mm.
all of a sudden, it seems like Man City are more in the running for Turkey, and now Real Madrid want Franco Mastantuono. So it's almost like, are they going to still go for Turkey even though they get Franco? Because yeah, Franco is young, he's 17. He's too young, but Lamine Yamal is 17.
Bro,
Everybody wants their
we're going to be having
everybody
the battles of
everybody
the
is
17 year
envying
olds.
everybody's envying Barcelona right now, believe it or not, because they have Lamine Yamal. Because every team wants the next sensational person to be on their team.
I'm a bit scared of Yamin Yamal. I'm just a bit scared that his life off the field might affect him on the field soon.
Why? Because of the TikToks and the talking before the game.
I'm just
Who won? Between who and who?
oh, the game is tomorrow. I think the game is tomorrow. He's talking about the game.
The game Portugal versus Spain.
Yeah, the game is tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the game is tomorrow. The game is
the game
tomorrow.
is tomorrow. Yeah. Welcome, anyways. The game is tomorrow. But what was I saying now?
Yeah, what were
What
you
was I
saying?
saying? Can you remind me? I can't remember what I was saying.
You were talking about Lamine Yamal's
Yeah, so
performance.
he's off the pitch. I'm just having this feeling that it starts to affect him on the pitch. You saw when Neymar came in. Do you get what I'm saying? That buzz around Neymar, and what happened? The
Yeah,
off the pitch life crept in.
I don't think so.
He did. Then he started. You wait. How he creeps in is that you start going for parties. You don't worry about you. Stop worrying about your fitness. Then injuries start to set in. It happened to
Okay,
Dembele. When
okay.
Dembele was in Barca, there were complaints that Dembele plays FIFA till like 4 a.m. Yes, he plays FIFA till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Then he now wakes up late, comes late to training. At the end of the day, he started to get injuries.
Yeah.
Do you get? So he just decided he wanted to leave Barca and all of that and move.
We're going for what are we going for? Actually, I'm going for Spain. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going
going
for
Spain.
Portugal.
You're going for Portugal.
Yes.
Okay, deal. Whoever wins, I'll bring my champagne. No. But I'm actually going to go for Spain.
I'm going for Portugal.
They're just the most complete team.
Yeah, because they are underdogs, right? So we like an underdog story.
I don't think so. I don't think Portugal will do it. I think Spain will overwhelm them. I think they'll overwhelm them. I think Spain will win.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm
For
going
you,
for
boy, really? Portugal? You guys are going for Portugal?
I'm
Who are
going
you
for
going for?
Portugal.
Guys in the chat, where are you guys going for? Where are you guys going for? SSB says he's going for Portugal.
I'm going for
Oh.
Portugal. Me myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I just have this sneaky feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. I have this sneaky feeling that Portugal might just do it. Do you get? So we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. So Yamal has played over 100 games, and his age, Baka is almost forcing him to grow up too quick.
That's not good. That's my
But
fear.
he's turning, okay, you guys, he's turning
Yeah.
18. Really? Portugal too as well.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm the only one going for Spain. Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Fair. I'll still stick with Spain. I still think Spain will win. But what we're talking about, like age in football, right?
Yeah.
And Lamine Yamal and everything, and
Yeah.
how he's turning 18 this year.
Yeah.
I feel like
He needs to slow down a bit.
I feel like he's 18, right?
Yeah.
We remember a Jude Bellingham at 19. We remember an Mbappe at 19.
Yeah,
right?
what they were doing.
What they were doing. Just imagine Mbappe at 19, but younger and a lot more balls around that player.
No, but Mbappe did not have this much off the field gimmicks and
what off the field gimmicks is he doing? TikTok videos?
No, apart from the
talking in the press, having some level of confidence.
No,
I would understand
the way he's doing. It feels like there's so much off the field stuff going on.
Like what? You're not pointing at the off the stuff. What is the off the stuff thing?
Talking about now?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Explain.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, then let's not talk about it then.
Yeah, we're live every single day. 6 p.m. CST every single day.
We're live every day.
Join our lives. Come back to our lives.
Subscribe also.
Make sure you subscribe so you follow. You're on Twitch, so make sure you follow so you don't miss it. But then, honestly, I don't think there's anything he's doing outside that will affect him. The only
Okay.
thing is,
If you say,
he's setting himself up for trolls. He's always risking his aura, right? But like you say, this game, like for example, the Spain France game, right?
post,
It
yeah,
was like, yeah, if there was going to be one match to determine who should win the best player in the world, it should be that match or something like that. Maybe like hinting that kind of thing, hinting towards that direction.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, he talks a big game,
and he
but he
does it.
performs.
Yes, he performs.
That is still a match he scored
He-
2 goals in.
He performs on the big stage. So
That's the match he scored 2 goals in.
yeah,
So I think these people have this impression that you're young, you're not supposed to be this confident, you're not supposed to be this humble, this confident, this proud of yourself,
yeah,
or this you should not be proud in the talents you have or the skill you have, right? You should still have some level of humbleness. Even Messi is the best player in the world. Messi was humble. Messi was always humble. Blah blah blah. But see Ronaldo,
Messi does his talking on the pitch.
see Ronaldo had some level of arrogance.
Yeah, but see Ronaldo was not this arrogant.
How is he more? Do you think Yamal is more arrogant than see Ronaldo?
I think he is for his age. He is.
You see, you're going back to him for his age.
No, like
you guys are part of the problem.
Okay, he's played 2 full seasons. Let's assume he's played 2 full seasons.
Yeah.
Right? But you talk about C. Ronaldo. Before we really saw C. Ronaldo's full-on arrogance was when he came out. He's done 4 seasons. He's won the world best.
Mm-hmm.
Then we know that he and Messi started to go at each other. Yes, the bro he's done it at a very consistent level for an amount of years.
Mm-hmm.
Won the world best. Then he's talking with the big boys, right? But Yamal, I don't know. I'm just so scared. Like today, I was just watching his his video. I was like, bro, calm down. Calm down. I'm a bit scared. That's the only thing.
Ronaldo is not going to do anything.
Ronaldo
is a world.
Is Ronaldo better score a hat trick? Please, you need to give a bomb for this, please. I love these comments. Please.
Ronaldo is not going to do anything.
Why?
Ronaldo is a 40-year-old washed player.
As Ronaldo
is anything, and I don't understand how you guys, because he scored the tapping against Germany.
Ronaldo is the daddy of Yamal. You need to agree on this.
Because of age.
Daddy, he's the goat.
Because of age.
You know this. He's
Ronaldo,
the goat.
No, I'm not saying Ronaldo is not goated. Or Ronaldo is not one of the best. In fact, a legend in the game. He should retire.
He's going to retire when he wins this Nations League.
He's not fit to be playing.
When he wins this Nations League tomorrow, he will retire. Don't worry. He says he's not going for the Club World Cup. You heard him.
He's the best. Nobody's saying he's not the best. Nobody's saying Ronaldo is not the best. But let's be honest about his current form. I don't think this 40-year-old Ronaldo that we are seeing, will do anything in that game.
Okay, but let's have an agreement now, Kingsley. Mm-hmm. If Portugal wins and Ronaldo scores, you have to pay him some homage tomorrow. Fair. Some respect.
Fair.
Because you are disrespecting the daddy.
Fair. I never said this is a Ronaldo versus Lamine Yamal thing. You can't compare the two players at all.
Okay.
Ronaldo is a GOAT. He's a legend. Only very few players have scored 937 goals. Only very few players. Yeah. And we've all witnessed it in this era, right? Yeah. Most of us grew up watching Ronaldo, right, in our earlier years, right? We saw Ronaldo do this thing on the big stage, competing with Messi, who is even goated, right? But being able to win Ballon d'Ors back and forth and perform, nobody comes close, right? So I give him all that respect. I'm not disrespecting Ronaldo in no way, right? In fact, I'm even more of a Ronaldo fan than I am a Messi fan. Believe it or not. So? Yes, growing up, I told you what was my second team apart from Liverpool that I support?
Real Madrid.
Exactly. What made me start supporting Real Madrid?
Ronaldo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a big gamer, right? I'm a big FC gamer, FIFA gamer. So my go-to team has always been Real Madrid because of Ronaldo, right? Those of us that have been gaming from early years. Yeah. Those of us that have been gaming for early years, we know this. They know, you guys, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, But at the end of the day, we're talking about like this current form of Ronaldo. Let's be honest. This current
we are honest that
let's be realistic. He's
age has
old.
gotten to him.
His
But
leggings.
what I'm saying is there's still a place for experience, right? And we'll see against those the young defenders that he's going to come up against. We'll
Mhm.
see. We'll see what plans the coach has. The coach might want to bring him in maybe 10 minutes to the end of the game. We don't know, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah,
Maybe something might happen. Maybe he might turn up in the final and he might do something unexpected. Maybe.
yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but the chances, I just feel like
It's very slim.
it's very slim.
True. You're right.
That's just what I feel. The chances is very, very slim. Just given the talent, given how competitive I see the game being,
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like he might not keep up with the pace of the game. I think it's something he comes in second half. But this is a game that for
Fine.
sure, I think will be high scoring as well as is a game that will be a draw for a long time.
Okay,
Right?
let's give our prediction. Then we'll go to final thoughts. Your predictions for the match. What score are you?
I think a 2-2 draw go to extra time.
2-2 draw.
Go to extra time. I think
Uh
they will both score each other and go to
okay.
extra time.
3-2 win Portugal extra time or
Extra time,
penalty.
3-2 win or
Either
penalties.
3-2 win Portugal extra time or maybe a draw then penalties. Portugal, anybody could win that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I see 2-2 draw, but I still think see Spain winning extra time. Either Spain
Okay.
win extra time or Spain win penalties. I'm still heavily leaning Spain, but
Spain.
we'll see.
Okay. Final thoughts.
Okay, guys, we're getting to that our final thoughts. When we get into the hour, for those of us that are new on the stream, when we get into the hour, we always give our final thoughts on everything we said today. So we're getting into our final thoughts. So now, this is what I feel. I feel like the game tomorrow
Yeah.
is going to be a very, very competitive game.
Yeah.
Right? This is not a Ronaldo versus Lamine Yamal. This is a game between two teams that
Yeah.
have talent. Right? We've talked
Yeah.
about their midfield. We've
Yeah.
talked about the forwards. We've seen how competitive these players are
Yeah.
for their clubs and
Yeah.
now playing for their country. Right? So
Yeah.
without a doubt, I see this game be highly competitive and something that can easily go to extra time
Yeah.
and might even go to pens, like SSB saying in the chat.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just feel like this Spanish team is something to be reckoned with. They are
Yeah.
just a very solid team.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
they won the Euros, they convinced me, and I'm a believer in the team. And I feel like they have what it takes
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
win the Nations League tomorrow. So that's what I think. That's my final thoughts.
Final thoughts for me. I'm having I don't know. I keep having this feeling that Portugal might just sneak up on Spain and win this trophy.
Mhm.
Do you get? The only thing now, my advice to Spain would be: do not underrate Portugal.
Mhm.
Don't try it.
Mhm.
That's the only thing. That's my final thought. Do not underrate Portugal, right?
Don't
But
try it.
I personally for the game, I want it to go into extra time so that we
Mhm.
can enjoy the football. And please,
Mhm.
please, we don't want a PSG Inter Milan final again. Please
Mhm.
give us proper football.
Mhm.
We want to be entertained. They are paying you guys.
Yeah.
Entertain us. Let us enjoy the game.
Yeah.
We don't want something one-sided that Spain just trashes Portugal 5 something.
Yeah.
Or Portugal trashes Spain, which I doubt.
Entertain us. Entertain us.
Entertain us.
Entertain the neutrals.
Let's
Yeah.
enter extra time,
Yeah.
right? So that's it for me.
Vamos. Vamos. Big up to you guys. Thank you guys for joining our stream. SSB, as always, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Emilian O'Shea or Emilian, big ups to you too as well. Thank you guys for joining our stream. Everybody
No
that commented, Jordan, shout out to you too as well.
Yeah.
You guys, we are live every single day, 6 p.m. CST. So don't miss our lives. Convert it to whatever time zone you're at. We are live. Subscribe to our different platforms that you join us on so you don't miss us when we go live. Shout out to you. Don't forget, guys, June 20, we're back. Chelsea versus Flamengo. We're back June 20. Chelsea versus Flamengo. We got challenged by some Brazilian fans,
on the chat.
some Flamengo fans on the chat, and they said they are going to be back June 20. So you guys come back June 20. It's going to be a fun live. I think there's going to be a lot of laughs and trolling between the Chelsea guys and the Flamengo fans. Chevy, you missed us. We're about to dip. But tomorrow we're back again 6 p.m. So you guys, big ups to you. I'll see you guys tomorrow after the game.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.